All right, this one is just straightforward 1 over 8 squared, which is 1 over 64. Now the reason, no, that's why I'm doing this one, right? Is because this has to be an example where this 8 is understood over 1, and it has to go in the denominator. There is a very big difference between 64 pizzas and 1/64th of a pizza, right? One can go ahead and feed, a football team, and the 1/64th of a slice won't feed even a 2-year-old, So you have to be very careful. You must keep that one there as a placeholder. And that's why that one is an example. Now for the next one, what I have here is the x to the third is going to go to the denominator, and the y squared is going to go up. That's going to leave me as 5 over 20 y squared over x to the third. But I will tell you right now, I will not be happy if you leave this fraction this way. You must reduce, because I can go ahead and reduce this. I know that 5 divides into 5 once, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. So I have y squared over 4x to the third. Here is the rule for all of these. This is all multiplication, right? So when you multiply, the rule is to go through and add all of the exponents together. Now, I can only do that because all of these are the same variable. All of these have the same variable, and they are the variable x. So I just add all of them together, and I get x is equal to -2. But that can't be my final answer. You will lose points for that. You must make sure that all of the variables are written with positive exponents. So that answer there would be 1 over x squared. All right, so with this first one, remember the exponent gets distributed to the number first. So I'm going to start writing that as -3 to the third power. Then I'm going to multiply my two exponents together, and I'm going to get a to the 6th. And in the denominator, I'm just going to leave that as a to the -5 right now. Now, at this point in time, there's two different ways you can go through and do it. Most of you are probably going to go ahead. That would give us -27, a to the 6th, and this a to the -5, it is going to come up, and when it does, it is going to turn that into a positive, and then I add them together. I add my exponents together, and I get a to the 11th. Now, on a different piece, you could have done this directly without writing it over again, because really what you're saying here is this is subtraction, correct? This is a to the 6th. I'm subtracting a -5, which is equal to a to the 11th power. Either way, you will get the same answer. But with this particular question, whenever I have a negative exponent on the outside, like this, I'm going to go ahead and multiply them on the inside. I'm doing this because I can foresee what's going to happen when I multiply the negative exponent on the outside to the negative exponent on the inside. I know that that's going to turn that both into positive values. So that's going to give me a to the 6th and b to the 20th. You may have gone through a lot more steps to get that answer.
That's the answer.
But that's the answer.